We are bowling a tournament with no urethane. Urethane is not allowed, at least I'm not allowing myself to throw urethane. Everybody else, they're throwing black hammers, purple hammers, and I'm going to see how I can bowl on a short pattern with no urethane at all. Today we're bowling on 38 feet and no urethane for me. So I got a new rattler, a new blue hammer, and a radical spy. So those are my three not urethane pieces, or my three new bowling balls. Wish me luck, because I haven't bowled on a short pattern without urethane in a minute.
Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, this shot, it fucking peels back every time. This lane is just tight. Yikes, come on now. Got one to hook on the left lane.
Well, game one, as you guys saw, I just struggled a little bit on the left lane. Kind of took me a while to get over there and actually square up enough to get the ball to do the right thing. And on the right lane, it hooked plenty, so I just had to play the lanes a little differently. And even after 10 minutes of practice, it still took me about 5 or 6 frames to figure it out before stringing a 3-bagger and shooting 199 the first game. So overall, first game, pretty solid. We actually have the new blue hammer on sale on thehousebowling.com. All you got to do is go over. You can click the link down below to get your brand new blue hammer for $114.95, and you can even add drilling, two-handed drilling for 20 bucks, one-handed or thumb user drilling for 40 bucks over at thehousebowling.com.
I just sew up the back, that's on me. That's on me. That's money. Oh, a little in now. 2. Push, push.
As you guys saw, game 2 was much better. After squaring up enough game 1, I kind of had a general idea of where to play on the second pair. Bowled really well. I was also bowling with another lefty the first game that used urethane, and then game 2 he switched away from it, and I think that helped the transition kind of stay a little bit less, so it was much easier for me to continuously bowl throughout the game and not have to move around too much. Yes, lefty problems. Figuring out what the balls can do, what they can't do. I had to play a little bit straighter, make sure my hand was a little more consistent at the bottom, try and roll it the same amount or get around it the same amount every shot, instead of the first game I missed a couple up the back, got one around the side of it. Learning slowly that when you get around the side of it, it doesn't hook, like urethane balls tend to do sometimes, where if you get around it, they just hook more down lane. Well, these balls, if you get around it, sometimes it misses the front part of the lane and it shoots a little too far down lane. So I just got to make sure the next 2 games I keep my hand a little more up the back and don't try and get too far in and force the ball to do things that it doesn't want to do anyway. So game 3 coming up. 240 was a really good game. Guys are throwing black hammers and purple hammers left and right of me all over the bowling alley. So I think they're scoring pretty well, but the pattern's pretty hard. So for right now, 190, 240, great pace.
Please. So good.
Camera battery died game 3, so you guys only got a couple shots out of it. Another 190. I split twice. I made one of them and I missed a spare. I doubled and I got back to 190 somehow. But the ball looked pretty good. It looked like it started to hook too early. I moved in and then it stopped hooking, so I just tried to make it hook, and that obviously, like we just talked about before last game, doesn't really work. You kind of gotta take what the ball's doing and let it do that, and not try and just make the ball do something that it can't do or that it doesn't want to do, especially on this pattern at this bowling alley where the fronts are hooking and down lane is always super tight. So with that in mind, I'm either going to switch balls next game or square up and throw it a little firmer, which is a move that I've been using much more recently, especially with the urethane balls. I usually would go to weaker urethane balls, square up and throw it harder. So we'll see what game 4 has in store for us, and if I can bowl a little bit better than this 190 I shot game 3.
Fuck you, that's so bad. Why do you do that? Two. Dead up the back. Golly, move left. Yeah, what are you doing? Pick up, brother. That wraps up the sweeper for us. Went 190, 240, 190, 190. So some good shots, some not great shots, but overall, plenty to learn. I gotta get my hand in a more stable position more often, because I think I've snapping it at the bottom a little bit, not creating a long enough swing, which, especially when I'm not throwing urethane balls, I'm throwing these new balls with the new blue or the new rattler. I just got to smooth it out and keep my hand in the same position. I'd rotate a little bit and go too far down lane, or I'd roll it and it would hook and stop. So I have to be a little better. Balls I thought rolled really good. They hooked more than I thought they would. Hit them with a little surface to move them out, and they look great on the pattern. But you know, that's it for me. That's it for the sweeper. Traveled all the way from my office just to film this outro. No, I'm kidding, but click that subscribe button, follow below. Maybe I'll give away a new blue or a new rattler. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.